I basically watched Ian video today. Couldn't finish it, and I do believe it was a waste of time. But I guess curiosity, yeah, that's probably why. Okay, but it's not gonna be only that, so I'm just gonna see some stuff. Okay. You would probably ask, what am I showing? So, what am I showing over there is, let me find the photos. Alright. As right now we, in this reality, that's our reality, that's a holographic reality based on toroid magnetic field. But that's about to change. So from this reality, if you're gonna go through the portal, or you decide to join New Age movement, and basically if you decide to stay in this reality is gonna change into this one. Like, see over here, the exit through this center right there. But over here, this center goes up and down, so it's become basically no exit whatsoever. And when you ended up in this reality, you're gonna see what it's basically the video what was playing in the very beginning. That's how reality gonna look like. And it's the code is 5D, but it's high. So that reality, basically, that's what it's gonna be, and it's quite scary. So people who having bad trips or good trips, it doesn't matter. It's basically cartoonish based reality, and it's gonna be quite scary. Okay, and now I wanna do a little bit of a review of the video I was watching with that lady today. Again, I don't know why I was watching that stuff. It's crazy. I guess it was some kind of purpose to it. Let me find that video. Let's see. Basically, it's like, from my understanding, for the first hour, they were a little bit gossiping about how abused everybody are by the smaller channels, how they wanna steal their ideas and make money on it. It's like, if it's a small channel, that means Matrix is not helping them much. So it's just quite a serious statement. Okay, I found the video, and now we're gonna try to go through the certain things that I marked on my link. Okay, 56. Well, let's start from here and see what's happening.
I buried the demon in that person because I could see it. I didn't even have to get up that person because I could see it. I didn't even have to get up, at least get found out. The one channel that was putting up all kinds of hit pieces on me and other people that caused people to go off of YouTube, I buried the demon in that person because I could see it. I didn't even have to get up close to see it, like in close to their light body or anything. It's like, oh, and I buried that demon not long after they stopped what they were doing, and it had been going on for a couple of years. So,
well, you heard what she was saying, right? I can probably repeat it a couple more times.
pieces on me and other people that caused people to go, pieces on me and other people that caused people to go off of YouTube. I buried the demon in that person because I could see it. I didn't even have to get up close to see it, like in close to their light body or anything. It's like, oh, and I buried that demon not long after they stopped what they were doing.
Well, isn't that questionable? It's like if I do not like somebody, you have to actually have connection to the demon. You have to communicate with them in order to summon them and ask them to harm someone. So that's simply my understanding of the stuff, you know. So, oh, she's actually not exactly reptile. She is more serious than that. Reptiles are not that dangerous like her. Okay. Let me see. Let me find another segment. It's gonna be a little bit out of. Okay, let's play from here and see what's happening.
There's inevitably these truther channels that will put out. It is a school. That's a psyop. So they give you the opposite. It's the flipping, but it's flipping the truth, and then everybody's going nuts. Oh my gosh! Well, this person is saying the opposite. What this person said. What's the truth? And everybody's freaking out. So I think, yeah, I don't ignore anymore. I either will go, if they've gone after me, I will go after them energetically, or I will publicly say something. But it is coming down to, I think both of you are kind of saying that, the motivation. What is their motivation? Are they just a copycat? Are they part of the matrix? Probably. Or are they part of the hive mind and don't know it and just getting accessed? But like with Tony Sayers, he's doing critiques, but genuinely, the sense I 100% get from him is he is trying to find out the truth. He's genuinely seeking the truth. And the other people have totally different motivations. So I think it's...
Well, basically, you got a thing. Basically, she's gonna go after if you disagree with what she's talking about. That's my understanding what she's saying over here. Maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong, which I think I'm not. Okay, let's find another segment. It's 1:15.
You got to go back and fix it, and it's tied into authority. So it's the school idea is that we're always answering to an authority, and they're taking away our authority and our sovereignty. So I think it's all just connected. Soul trap, school, all this stuff. But the soul trap thing exactly, I stay open, just like you're saying, Ian. I'm staying open. Let's get some more pieces. Maybe we've put these pieces in the wrong place, or maybe it was a psyop. I don't really feel that. I feel like, yes, there's lots of psyops out there, but I don't think that's one of them. But I'm willing to be wrong. So, yeah, it's learning what they want you to think. And like you were saying, Sunkist, you come in here with no clue. And that's why I've always sought out things like astrology, because I think astrology is a map. It's their code. It's got all of your life paths, all your...
She really likes astrology, she likes numerology, she likes tarot cards. Even though the tarot cards has symbols from Egypt, she likes all of that stuff. And you know what else using numbers? zeros and ones, you know. I don't know, I might be wrong, but I don't think I am.
Alternate options, your multiple choice options on it, of different choices you can make. It like shows you the whole thing. And why I got into Chaldean numerology, because not only was that showing some of the coding on you that was controlling you through your name and your birth date, but it also allowed you to change your name to like counteract some of that, and all these things that could be considered.
I also think she did change her name because her name has Uber in it, and it's already a very loud name. That's what people in the industry do in order to get fame and fortune and stuff like that. So it's already out there, and she's basically making money and everything on certain stuff. Really interesting, you know? And she blaming people with smaller channels on trying to take your clients and making money.
Age, but they're not new, that are actually have value that they've tried to destroy. What was it Alexandria? Supposedly this library got destroyed with all the astrology. We only have like a remnant left over. They don't want us to have maps. So Western astrology, they had to figure it out. I mean, it's a system that was figured out by people. And then we have people out there saying, well, because they do Vedic or they do something else, they say, well, Western astrology is totally inaccurate because the stars have moved over the last 2,000 years and yada yada.
Basically need to get
like,
to
okay, you do know Western astrology.
She's basically also using language in a very interesting way. It's like she was talking, she is the authority, like that's what the first 20 seconds of this segment was. She basically, yeah, it's like subconscious manipulation. So everybody who's listening, if you, well, basically some people, it's like a under hypnotic state, and they consider her as authority. So it's quite dangerous, you know. So if you catch that in the very beginning of the previous segment, I'm trying to get to 117 right here. It's just not allowing me, or my finger is too big for this device. Alright, I'll just start from over here. Yeah. If it's gonna play a little bit more, I guess that's okay.
Not some kind of temporary bliss thing. Oh, that made me happy to hear that. That sounds great. I love that. I'm going to take that on. It's just a sense of rightness. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but I know it feels right. So those are the things I hold on to. And this soul trap thing, there's something more to it, I think. I think there's another layer, maybe, that we haven't hit yet of it. But in a general sense, though, yes, I think people are getting sucked in here, grabbed, pulled in, tricked to come in. And like you said, Ian, some of us have come back and tricked them and said, okay, we're coming back in. You got your lightsaber there. We're gonna freaking blow this joint up. Or we're gonna change it to the real. We're gonna change it more in alignment with real nature that we can't see.
I mean, how you would come to this place on purpose, honestly, you know. Plus, in her interview, she basically mentioned she believes she exited Matrix twice, but decided to come back. If you actually exit the Matrix, you will never come back to this place. Plus, the more of us will exit the Matrix completely, the better Matrix gonna fall apart. Ian actually does, well, you'll see. I think Ian is part of it. I do not want to believe it, but it's just been years I was trying to explain my point of view, but it's been always ignored. From all four of them, is actually the best one as far as the energy and innocence is gonna be Sunkist. That's why Matrix allows her to have 3 children. It's basically a possible timelines. So when she's going to be entering 5D, when she's going to be entering 5D, I think she needs to remember that. No, we did not come back as volunteers. We came in for the very first time. Not as volunteers. Well, as volunteers, but we did not come back. We just entered. If you're talking about Dolores Cannon, yes, that's true. I'm one of the volunteers because I do remember entering this thing supposedly to help. But man, what a mistake it was. Jeez.
Right now,
I'm so
there's
glad it's
veils
gonna be over.
blocking it. But we can't access, that's where the true magic is. If we could access that real nature, there's magic in nature. And what they've done is they've blocked us from that, and they want the magic.
So what is the nature? And why she's talking about magic, you know? On LSD and ayahuasca, you can actually see everything which made of matter looks like that very, very beginning techno AI creation. It's basically fractal and quite creepy. So go back to nature, go back to what? I mean, what does she offering? She doesn't offering to go back to the spiritual state of spirit, you know. They want to change to a certain degree and just stay in the same place.
Technology, the black magician magic, the spells, they want to be the magic, and they want us following them. But anyway, I don't know, love all that all of you said. I just think we're all right on the exact same page, which makes me happy. But anyway.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to share some thoughts over what you guys were talking about. Very deep stuff. Thank you so much. This is great conversation. Yeah, the near-death experiences, it's just...
Let's fast forward it a little bit farther. Next one was 123. Oops. I'll start over here.
To join our group, you know, that's definitely a part of the live scripts as well. Really, which I couldn't agree with. If I saw my people here, that's probably why I made the decision too. But it seems like consciousness is being created or individualized, and they are trying to round them up to bring to Earth. So it's just some thoughts that were flowing when you guys were talking. But if anybody wants to share anything, please.
I just wanted to, I love what you guys are saying about the layering, many layers, and I feel like most people, this has to do with being stagnant. We have to realize that there are more than one layer to even the truth, and I think that people get caught.
How it can be more layers to the truth? Truth is actually only one, and it's very simple. Plus, this world is not as complex as they say either. You know. And next one would be 156. We'll start.
Of a soul, or are they just robotoids? So whether it's robotoids or entities, I think we have to keep up with it because they're breaking the laws. We have to do constant maintenance, and people don't want to hear that. They want me to go in and then everything's hunky-dory, but it's like, what's interesting is when I used to do removal sessions on, I guess, so-called normies, and this was like 2010, 11, in there, they afterwards afterward, their life completely turned around. Their life was wonderful. Everything was great. But you work on a truther, and it's like, okay, you're going to have some maintenance because we're heavily targeted. And those normies, they don't care if I make their life better. They're like, okay, whatever, because they're not going to.
You sort of have to understand that everyone who disagrees with her, she considered to be robotoids. So, and the people who do not want to be part of the group is basically the enemies. So if you do not join, you're basically enemy. Plus, she also using linguistic stuff was saying she's the authority. Basically, she allowed to give commands.
Disrupt anything. They're still going to live their life according to the Matrix program. But I think, we have to put up a shield, and I do this every night, and I bring in light from the real, from my spirit, and make that bubble with the shield, the mirrors facing outward that rejects the karma, which is the reward punishment program. Nope, that's not my law, it's your law. And if you try to access me, you get that. Or you get whatever you're trying to send to me, whatever your intentions are, if you're a robotoid person, or whatever. And then I do but if you're an entity, it's just permanent deletion. But you got to constantly reinforce.
See, she also considering to delete everybody who is disagreeing with your stuff. So if you guys disagree with something, well, you're probably going to be permanently deleted from opinion of this lady.
And then in the morning I do the reverse counterclockwise spiral. I'm sending back anything you tried to program me with during the night that I don't know about, or anything you're trying to get me to do, it's all rejected. You have no permission. So it's the consent thing, but the consent is, okay, I don't consent, meaning to you, the authority. I don't consent to you, the authority. No permission is, I'm the authority. No.
Pay attention, she is the authority. That's the playing of the words, that's the commands, that's the subconscious wording of the stuff.
It goes back, but something else I've been doing lately with entities that are particularly stubborn, because even if you call them out on the laws and they still hang around because they're desperate and they're at a point where they don't care, it's all or nothing at this point, you can say, it is impossible for you to attack me because you don't exist. It's impossible for you to attack a sovereign being.
Well, apparently everybody who doesn't agree with her also does not exist. I'm desperate. Very, very interesting statements.
Because you don't exist. And that will delete them. I've seen that just instantly deletes anything that's stubborn. So that's another thing you can say, but it's exhausting. It's constant daily maintenance. So I think we need to do a variety of things, and being a steward for the land, connecting with the land, having nature help protect you, and then vice versa. But there's just so many things. But the more we're out here in public, the more you're attracting people like that group and that lady's ridiculous channel and the ridiculous services she's offering that I saw. And I don't feel bad saying that, because I've been too caring, too compassionate, and I don't have any mercy anymore, because somebody like that.
Don't forget, she is caring and compassionate, but she also does not have any mercy anymore. She only delete everybody and I'm sorry.
That I'm probably, without even having to read on it, probably almost 100% sure robotoid. So,
and everybody is a robotoids, okay. Alright.
Anybody that's not trying to join together to try to understand, like you were saying, Ian, listening to what people say, trying to understand what we're all saying, and does it match up, or is one of us off a little bit? Like, do we need to adjust something, or do we need to look into this more? Anybody that's not trying to do that is just, in my opinion, a robotoid. And these people that Tony goes,
So if we don't join their club or their hive mind, so we're basically sort of enemies and robotoids. All right. I think I start understanding stuff she's saying.
after with these huge channels, and they're just spewing stuff to get you back in the reincarnation cycle or to get you to go to 5D or all, they're spewing things that will harm us. Sure, call them out. They're probably robotoids. They're almost 100% sure they're robotoids or they're plants. So I think we have to, so as far as robotoids, these are these black magicians in bodies here, or people going and looking at, we just have to constantly put up blocks. I send back everything back to them.
And she's the one who making money or by using basically black magic. She can put demon in you and stuff like that. So yeah, and we were the one who is robotoids and magicians at the same time. I think one is excluded. I mean, it's just well.
All their spells or whatever they're intending, their intentions, everything goes back to them. If they continue to be a problem, I put mirrors facing in around them. So everything they're sending out comes right back to them. It doesn't go anywhere because...
Where are you supposed to she gonna put the mirrors? God forbid. Oh my goodness.
They asked for it.
Well, I didn't ask for
me,
it.
But if you come after me, I'm not nice guy anymore.
Wait.
I had to learn the hard way.
I think she was compassionate and empathetic and exaggerate. All right.
We all had to learn that, right? We have to not trust first until proven trustworthy. And what we who have open hearts and care, we're still connected to our spirit, we are a real being, it's our natural tendency to care, to trust. And then we get betrayed. So that's the chipping away at the heart, the trauma. Like Ian was saying, somebody flips on you, it's a blow. It's a stab to the heart. It's like, wow, it's a betrayal. And these betrayals happen on all different levels, from that mild level to horrific levels, which I don't think I can say certain words on YouTube, but
I remember I flipped on them a few live streams ago, so I don't know, man. All right, let's continue listening, I guess.
it's a trauma fest, and it's all to get us, it's to break our spirit, to break our heart, to and shut us down, especially if we're awake. But I think we've gotten beyond their control.
Who's
They're still
control?
fighting like crazy. Like I said, it's all out. They're desperate. They're using their robotoids in groups now, whatever they want to use to come at you. But it's they're still not going to win.
I don't know. Where is my group? I'm just sitting here by myself, basically. When I come up with some ideas, I'm trying to share, but apparently we guys have some groups going on. All right.
They're just not. So I ended up removing that block that group left behind on me, wasted a lot of my time, which also pisses me off. And, what are they accomplishing by doing that? It's one thing to talk out about somebody, hey, I don't think their message is true, blah, blah, blah. It's quite another to go into their energy and look and access them. That's quite another thing altogether. That is so unethical, it's beyond belief. But anyway, yeah, I think these people need to be shut down. But I don't know what I'm saying because I'm going to go on 50 tangents. But I just appreciate all of you. I appreciate the level of conversation that's going on here. It's just more proof to me that we are all joining together. And anybody that's trying to...
Joining together. It's her main message, basically, the whole thing.
To prevent that is, I just appreciate all of you. I appreciate the level of conversation that's going on here. It's just more proof to me that we are all joining together, and anybody that's trying to prevent that is I don't want to say enemy, but they're the problem. And I would highly suggest you don't get caught up in that. It's another trap in the trap.
So if you don't become a hive mind, you are the problem. I guess I have to agree with that. That's a very wise statement.
Powerful. Yeah, that's another thing that's being programmed with the soul trap thing is that we don't have any solutions, all this stuff. But you can see in these conversations, at least that we're having here and we talk about, is that balance of awareness, understanding, and studying the enemy, an obvious enemy, and also solutions. Not giving permission. That's a very powerful thing that Anne-Marie talks about a lot. That's really hit home with me, is having that intentions of, no, I'm not giving you permission of this, And for me, it's like, yeah, Robotoids, that's kind of the level I'm at. It's like, at this juncture, if you're not reading the room person.
Well, basically, Ian agreed with the lady that we are the problem and the robotoids. Okay. I could not see messages, I'm sorry. It says all messages are visible, but I couldn't see it. Okay, I can see some right now. Well, basically, I rest my case about that stuff. I couldn't watch any further than that. And I still cannot see the chat. Oh, God. I'm here for the first time. Welcome. Volunteers. Yeah, volunteers don't get paid, and chat keep disappearing for some reason. I was not reincarnated, it's been reincarnated here. A lot of people get reincarnated here, believe it or not. It's just the way the trap designed, it's quite vicious. Hi Jared. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, and yeah, that was quite weird video. Thank you. Good night. It's like I can't turn it off. Okay, it worked. All right.